there, it's Shauna at Go Healthy Living. It's been 10 years since I made my sweet potato recipe, and so I was thinking, let me make a new one because I had done it a little different back then. 10 years ago, I was just getting out of making homemade baby food and things, so now, of course, I've changed it up a bit. It is the day before Thanksgiving, and I am cooking like crazy right now, but you can make this recipe anytime. And let's go through a few versions of it. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm not big on measuring. Just kind of like that grandma who throws things in the pot. But let's talk about some ways. So first of all, I've got some organic sweet potatoes. And I do not peel them or anything. I just scrub them and I wash them with the skins, boil them with the skins on. I got a big pot going here. And once 4 or 5 of them are done, I start a batch and I put more in while I'm doing other things to save water. And when you're boiling them with the skins on, you're getting all the nutrients because as we know from fruits and vegetables, a lot of the nutrition is actually in the skin. So we want to get that, right? We have this beautiful beta carotene we're going to get from the sweet potato. But another reason to boil the skin on, you're busy, you're moving fast, it's going to speed up the time because look, when it's done, it just falls off, okay? If you see a little bruise spot or something, you just kind of pull it off, but the skin is just going to fall right off, okay? And then you're just going to pop it. I'm using my Vitamix. If you've watched videos before, you know this is like the thing I love the most in my kitchen. If you don't have a fancy blender, you can mash them. This is going to save me time. At this point, if you need to save calories, you can use the cooking water. That's what I think I did in my old video. You can use the cooking water, and that can be a base. But let's say we don't need to save calories right now, and we're still going to do it vegan, okay? We can use oat milk is very creamy, it's very thick, so it's going to give you the feeling of like a whole milk. If you want a little more of like an island flavor, maybe you're going to use the coconut milk. If you need to save calories, you can use like the Silk coconut milk. It's very low in fat, 0 sugar. So again, this has 0 sugar, but you can go ahead if you want and put some coconut milk in. That's going to be very creamy and give you more of like a sweet island flavor. So that's what I'm going to save for nights when it's not Thanksgiving. And maybe I'm serving this with more of a tropical feel. So coconut milk, I'm going to do another day. I'm going to use some oat milk. This brand I don't get paid by Costco for any of this stuff. They don't have any gums or fillers in this one, so just make sure to try to find one that doesn't have a lot of gums, especially if you're dealing with IBS issues. You don't want a lot of those gums. So we're going to put some oat milk in. Okay, that's going to help. Like it's dairy. Okay, at this point, if I have to or I choose to be vegan, then I'm going to just put the seasoning in and I'm going to whip it up maybe with a little bit of my plant-based butter. I personally like the Earth Balance Soy Free. This is the one I feel gives the closest like butter taste. But if you don't need to be, or you're not going on a vegan one and you need to up your protein, maybe it's a vegetarian Thanksgiving, let's put an egg in so that we can get some protein. Traditionally, the sweet potato recipes a lot of times have egg in them, but they have like condensed milk and very high calorie and high sugar. So we know that cinnamon's like a really good functional food, right? Cinnamon is going to take down and help with blood sugar. So we're going to add a bunch of cinnamon into as many things as we can to incorporate since there tends to be a lot of sugar, right, in this. So we're going to add some cinnamon. This one's already open, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my Costco big cinnamon here. And then I'm going to use some nutmeg. If you can handle and tolerate nutmeg, it's like such a great taste again. At this point, you can mash it with your potato masher if you have a nice blender. Okay, we're going to take it and we're going to, go in here and mash it up. Okay, very loud. Sorry for the effect. Not going to pause the video, so let's just get through it for a second. If you have a Vitamix, you only need to do like 20 seconds because you don't want it to turn to baby food, right? So we're just going to put it on. No chunks, we're good. At this point, I'm going to pour it out. So the Vitamix did all the work for me because I don't have time today. Okay, I got a big holiday and a lot to do. And you're going to pour it into a pan. At this point, many people top it with stuff that's not too healthy for you as far as like marshmallows and stuff. So I'm going to take some organic oats. If you need to be gluten-free, make sure they're a gluten-free one. You might take a little brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, and again, I'm usually using this plant-based Earth Balance butter. You're gonna crumble it with your hands or fork and make like what's the top of an apple crisp. You're gonna put it on top of your sweet potato casserole. This can sit in the fridge for a day or two. I'm doing this the day before Thanksgiving. And then just take it out, let it get a little warmer to room temperature, and then throw it in your oven at 350 for about 25-30 minutes till it's nice and warm and bubbly. It's a wonderful way to take the calories and some of the fat and the sugar out of the sweet potato casserole without all the sweetness and treats. So I hope you'll try this. Remember, organic sweet potatoes, boiling with the skin on here. They'll just fall right off. Mash them with either water if you need to save calories, coconut milk, oat milk if you're not allergic to nuts and you want to do like an almond milk, plant-based butter, unless of course you do butter. We're pretty dairy-free here. Seasoning, blend, spread, and put a little crumble topping. Have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this holiday. Always leave a comment below if you cooked it and you enjoyed it. Bye.